Yo, in my basis combo guide, we cover true combos, how to extend them, and the influence of character individuality on tilts, SPs, signature skills, and other links to create unique routes. So watch that part 1 basis guide if this is confusing you already. What we didn't talk about though was Awakening, which enhances your abilities and cancel windows that the game doesn't elaborate on, but you already know to prioritize it for sublimation, more damage, Kikon buffs, and more. With that in mind, I want to build off of 2 things: these chain reverse based SPs and high stun SPs with Awakenings, exploring how these mechanics and buff can be maximized in optimal situations. So quick recap: if you use reverse when you have a full gauge during a hit, you trigger this yellow chain reverse that stuns the opponent, giving you more time to link unique tools together. Some SPs like Kisuke Urahara's also triggers the same yellow chain reverse effect to extend combos. They use spiritual power out of your 150 instead of reverse gauge, while usually giving additional buffs, but they don't freeze enemies for as long, so there's less time to extend. And there are also SPs that are physical hits with a lot of hit stun on hit, keeping the opponent locked in place. So with the earlier cancel windows that you have when Awakening, these concepts can be combined. In Awaken, for Kisuke can combo into his SP2 after quicks, SP2 taking 100 spiritual power in general, and extend as explained in my first video, but then use a reverse gauge to chain again. This time the extension builds him back enough spiritual power to have enough to use SP1 after the last flash combo hit, and because of Awakening and SP2 buffs, he can dash behind his SP1. Dashing behind it lets him extend again since the SP1 holds him in place, and if you time your hits and orders of your combos, you can regain your SP during the combo, so managing it so you can continue to loop it from there. For Kisuke in specific, looping his SP1 after his second flash attack combo part, your spiritual power doesn't come back at first. There's like a mini cooldown window before it starts regenerating, so that's why it's better to chain reverse after your SPs, which gives you more time to regain spiritual power for your SPs, and reverse chain also gives you spiritual power back. Now obviously you need a perfect situation to land this optimal combo. A good combo starter starting with flash attacks, since these scale the best, since quick attacks scale the combo more, doing less damage. You need to start it with full SP with a reverse gauge set to max, usually to use later in the combo instead of earlier, since you can't usually trigger chain reverse unless the gauge is full. And during actual fights you end up using reverse with flash steps, counters, etc. So this is actually the hardest to manage. From here though, you want to maximize your Kikon damage by getting them to 0% HP instead of an earlier Kikon ult in at 30%. That way it destroys an extra health bar rather than Kikoning earlier. So a regular manual Kikon takes around 2. At 0% you get +1 to that, so 3. At Awakening you get an extra +1 at 4. At full sublimation after Awakening you destroy an extra 1 at 5, and so on. See how doing a Kikon ultimate earlier with Kisuke here made this number less than before? That's because he wasn't at 0%, so keep that in mind when comboing in actual games. Sometimes you want to weigh it out, sometimes you want to ult ASAP. Speaking of Kikon, one more extension I want to explore before talking about every character is delayed Kikon flash step extension, which was found by DJMKM_ I believe on Twitter. When they reach this 30% state and you use your Kikon in your combo, you can delay and wait until after the now or never text vanishes and disappears, then input your flash step or follow-up ho-ho input and truly extend normally from here. Usually you'd be stuck in the follow-up ho-ho animation if you do it early without the big delay, but this way actually lets you reverse back to your normal, so this is a cool extension to help you get to that 0% HP bar quicker, and you're even able to Kikon again if you want. And remember now, this takes reverse gauge to flash step behind them, so you don't get optimal reverse chain extensions afterwards since you wouldn't have enough reverse gauge though. Now already you're looking at me like, damn, this is broken, but there's simple counterplay. You can burst reverse. So if you input your reverse during their combos, it puts them off of you, and since they used reverse already, they'll be down that resource and SPs, unable to fully combo extend again if they get the hit. This got some layers though. If they're good though, they can counter your counter with a well-timed flash step follow-up to your burst reverse, but this is where a midi combo mind game comes in. Usually you want to burst reverse after their yellow reverse, so it's already used up, and after big committal moves like SPs or signatures, since they can flash step out of it to counter your blue burst here. And you can also combo break with your Awakening as well middle of their combos. So having combo breakers with blue reverse and Awakening definitely does limit these loops, especially since they'll be down their own resources, unable to do it again on the next hit. The Kisuke formula is a typical Awaken formula for combo extensions, but who else has loops? Had to bring my boy Toshiro back, and in Bankai he can follow the same formula with his hard to hit SP1, dashing behind it when he's leveled up and comboing. using his SP2 early in combos, which can be comboed with a dash light, although it's a super strict timing here, allows him to level up quicker to get these extensions more easily since his ice moves get buffed with hit stun, damage, and speed. So with this in mind, Bankai Toshiro can actually TOD from a grab at his level 0, what? With the perfect resources of course, and the timing to link the light after SP2 is easier after the grab since you just need to dash and you can link quick attack from further away. But man, Toshiro is so sick, man. Shout out to Atomic or on Twitter for this. This brings him to 0% for a soul break on weaker characters as well for that extra damage. Honestly, this is such a sick combo with strict timings. I was struggling to get this one consistently, so love to see it. Awakened Bankai Ichigo Hollow Masked Up that you've seen using light quick attack combos into signature after his Getsuga Ora. So 1 hit Getsuga, 2 hit of the quick attacks into Getsuga, 1 hit repeat. So he has enough time to build spiritual pressure back up to loop the Getsuga Ora again. Remember, using his yellow chain reverse to get SPs back and extend combos too when you're trying to build up to get 100 SP to use Getsuga Ora. You get 4 of these reverse beat Getsuga Tensho into your regular normal hits per Getsuga Ora use. So keep that in mind when you're timing your hits and trying to extend combos fully. With these combos, it's just being able to hit confirm, being aware if you have enough resources, and going right into optimal routes ASAP from a few hits. Again, starting with lights to help you hit confirm, but that will be scaling the combo more, so doing less damage. Ulquiorra can use his heal SP to extend combos as well, even in base form with his tilt slash, and in awakening he can quick attack after tilt flash zero combo, so tilt with signature. Combining the two leads to massive damage and reawakened without even being that hard. He's able to chain reverse after follow up too, so not even using the full reverse gauge. I'm not sure if that's a rare awakening thing or for reawakeners. Someone let me know how the reverse gauge works for them, but look at this damage for Ulquiorra. That reawaken ain't no joke, bro.
Stay where you are. Even if I have to turn your body to dust.
Using the Kisuke way, awakened Halibel can loop her SP1 with a dash button into flash attack and looping it so it's not too hard. Starting the combo with signature skill medium or signature skill into flash input for that lariat. Just need the spacing to align with her timings to loop the dash flash attack part. This is a soul break if her gauge is full for more damage on the specials, and since it's an SP1 that only uses 50 spiritual power without using 100 spiritual power in SP2, is very accessible compared to others, loops, and optimal routes. And there are some characters with completely changed properties and awaken for long extensions for character specific and unique stuff. Yoruichi pressing dash then pressing quick or pressing flash auto combo changes the move's follow up, so you can do step quick flash for a bunch of hits, since the step property changes every move of that string if you start with a step dash and then you can reverse chain and repeat it again. Byakuya gets spacing specific loops when awakened, so being able to space them out perfectly to get these super sick double signature skill into double quick attack loops. Not really a timing thing, more of a spacing there, pressing circle and then square on PS5. Rukia gets interesting charged Hado extension, so after her grab she can hold the Hado to get a bigger explosion and link it from there. And reawakened Aizen being able to loop this super unique follow-up after his tilt flash, doing it as fast as possible after the tilt flash since the timing is pretty strict on speed. Like, you actually have to do it very fast. Now this does use up your reverse gauge on each follow-up though, but this is the only combo I have on this video that doesn't use chain reverse to kill, so he doesn't even need a full gauge. Just make sure you have enough for each of the follow-ups. This is probably the silliest TOD on here, but there's a bunch more out there. So I hope this video has taught you a lot with the shown characters here, but will also help you create your own unique awakened combo extensions with your own characters and mains, optimizing it as much as you can to keep their resources while draining their HP. I wish I could include every awakened character in this video, but maybe that'll be for a future video since I wanted to get this one out ASAP. Let me know if you enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.
Powerlessness. Hado number 90. Kuro Hitsugi.